My name is Giancarlo Rodriguez, and I chose soccer as my Discourse community. Whether it's the constant crash outs week in and week out, watching my favorite team play every weekend, or going to my local park where I play soccer twice a week. I'm actually on my way right now, so let me go show you my local park.
I play soccer here at Morgan Levy. Like me, people come here to play a competitive round of soccer. How many, you ask? Well, our government estimated 60,000 people go to Morgan Levy soccer field alone each year. Why so many people, you ask? Like I said, for a competitive match of footy. Even though it's only recreational, the reason why it's so competitive is because we, the public, only have access to one soccer field. Although this one field has its own unwritten rules. I don't know who made them or why, but they've been here forever. The rules are simple. Teams of 4 play against each other. First to 2 goals win, and the winning team stays on. If the score is tied at 0-0 or 1-1, after the 10 minutes, the team that won the previous game stays put, and the next team in line comes on. This makes sure everyone plays and the best of the best stays on. There is nothing like the rush of going on a 3 to 4 game win streak or being the team that finally beats the winning team. Now, some people may say that soccer isn't a discourse community because we're not saving lives or giving back to big causes. But let me tell you, you may be right about the whole saving lives thing. But when it comes to a discourse community, soccer fits all the qualifications. A discourse community is described as a group of people who share a common interest or goal and communicate using a specific set of language practices. If you're still not convinced, let me go over the 6 characteristics of a discourse community. Common goal. Everyone at the park comes to play a competitive, fast, gritty game of soccer. Fans at home share the same goal, enjoying their favorite team every weekend. Mechanisms of intercommunication. At the park, unwritten rules vary, plus slang only soccer fans would know. Information and feedback. Miss a tackle or open goal at the park, you'll hear it. Scrutiny, or what I call feedback. Same with friends, pointing out flaws in my club. All the time, bro. All the time they be hating. In soccer, feedback never stops. Common action through genres. Hard to describe park culture unless you're there. It's a you know thing. Globally, there are endless articles and banter. I follow the United Stand perfect personally as they cover my favorite team. Although they're toxic at times, they call out the flaws, which I respect. Distinct vocabulary. At the park, dos última and tiempo are rules distinct to Morgan Levy, while on the global scale, promotion, relegation, and clean sheet are used on the daily basis to describe the beautiful game. Hierarchy. At the park, veterans get more respect and get picked up more often. New guys, however, get skipped far more than anyone else at the park. As fans, passion also separates us. Some love the game and their club more deeply than others. Now. I hear what you're saying. There has to be certain intercommunications that only people from my community would know. If you're saying that, you are completely right. These are some of the things that us as soccer fans would only say. After, I'm going to show you certain intercommunications that only people from my park, Morgan Levy, would say. Let's get right to it. Soccer in every division except for America, because they're buns, do not watch the MLS, okay, is used by a multi-league tier system. That means there's Division 1, 2, 3, and so on. There's like 17 different tiers, right? 1 being the top, and obviously 2 not being too bad. If you're in the top 4 of these tiers, you're considered a professional soccer player. Now,
again, this is the big question. What's he getting? That tastes like promotion! Yeah!
Promotion is used to describe you rising above a tier. So if you're in Division 2 and you get promoted to Division 1, that's when you would use promotion. For example, Leeds, Burnley, and Sunderland got promoted to the Premier League this season from the Championship. Promotion happens when you're in the top 2 spots. You instantly get boosted up to the next tier. The 3 through 7 go into a playoff, and whoever wins the playoff goes into the next tier too. Relegation is the same thing, except the bottom 3 teams get dropped into the lower tier. That's relegation. Clean sheet is used to describe when a goalkeeper lets in 0 goals in a game, the whole 90 minutes. Now, I don't have a lot of experiences with clean sheets over at my favorite team.
Where wanna come from? Batman!
Because we're buns. But clean sheet doesn't happen so often. So when a team gets a clean sheet, it's usually a big deal. All right. Now moving over from the professional side of football over to the recreational side of football at my park. All right. First, I'm going to be going over dos última. Dos última means last 2 plays. For the play to end, the ball needs to go out or it needs to go into a goal. A goal needs to be scored, all right? Now, the second to last play is called dos últimas. It's just a warning. It's the calm before the storm. The second to last play does not matter. Once the ball goes out, la última jugada has started. Now, la última jugada means that it needs to go out on the opponent's, on the losing team, all right? So if you're losing 1-0, the ball needs to come out on your team, or you need to score for the play to end. The game cannot end until la última jugada has ended. Now, tiempo. I told this to ChatGPT and they said I cooked. They said I was on some psychological warfare type of things out here, right? And it's gonna sound far-fetched, but trust me, it does work. Tiempo means time. When I'm in a game and I'm having a rough time in the game, but we're having like a tough time defending and it looks like the other team's gonna score, I'll look at the sideline and ask for tiempo, ask for the time. And once to try and get the other team on the sideline, the person who's keeping time, to think that more time has passed than 10 minutes. So think that the 10 minutes is already up. Even though we've only played for 6 minutes, if I ask them for tiempo, I'm going to make the other person psychologically get restless and think that more time has passed for them to call dos última for the game to end quicker. This has worked. This has happened to me. I've seen it. I've seen my time get cut because of this. I've cut other people's time, as wrong as it is. I've cut other people's time because of this. It's like, it's kind of genius. It's kind of crazy that it works, but it's true, right? That's tiempo. Now the line. This is how to get into the line at Morgan Levy, all right? The line is horrible. There's no line on planet Earth that is worse. There's no line on planet Earth that is worse, all right? To get into line, you need to find who is last. Once you find who is last, ask them to go behind them. Make sure that they remember you. If they do not remember you, you are cooked. You are not in the line. Once you get the person to remember that you're last, it's all sunshine and rainbows. They will get in the game, and then you will go in after them. That's how online works, right? If a team is trying to skip you, this is how you prevent it from getting skipped at the park, all right? You ask the person in front of you to back you up and have them tell the other person who's skipping you that you are behind them and that you are next, all right? If they do not do this, you're going to get skipped. Make sure that the person backs you up. There's no other way of proving that you're next without the other person telling you that you're really next.
I should lower it, so you're saying?
Right? La línea, and then when you're important things about la línea at the park, the line, is when you're next, when you're the next team to play, keep the time. It's your job to make sure that 10 minutes goes by, and then you call dos última. Now, what else to make sure is make sure who's behind you, that the person behind you is is getting skipped. You could back them up, all right? This is how you gain rep at the park, not doing other people dirty. Now, last thing I'll go over, this one's quick, is how goalkeepers usually get decided at the park. Usually at the park, for my team, when I go with my friends, my boy Patrick will play goalkeeper first, and then we'll rotate as we get tired. At the park, how other people do it to decide the goalkeeper, because nobody wants to play goalkeeper, is they will all, once the game ends and dos últimas ended, all 4 people will sprint at the goal, and whoever touches the goal last has to play goalie. The person to touch last has to play goalie. Done deal. I'm sorry, low-key, for the yap session. I went a little over 6 minutes. Looking at the requirement, I was like, who's really gonna go over 6 minutes? Are we serious? Me, apparently me. But I really have a lot of passion for my Discourse community, whether it's my favorite team, Manchester United, or it's my love for my local park that I go to as often as I can. You know, I really love my Discourse community, and I hope you all have a Discourse community out here that you love just as much as me. I hope you all find your own park and that you all enjoy your own Discourse community as much as I do. Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one.